Well, hello everyone. So this is a new type of video that I'm starting. Well, I'm going to figure out if I can make it correctly. So today I'm going to read you an ebook that's called Stone Soup. Now, I'm going to try to make this full screen, but I don't. Maybe I can zoom out. No, that zooms me in. Okay. It'll be okay, I think. Okay. So today I'm reading a story called Stone Soup that is retold by Heather Forrest and is illustrated by Susan Gaber. This is a book that we're supposed to be reading normally in class, but obviously we can't do that. So here we go. So Stone Soup. There was once a comfortable little village nestled in the mountains. The people who lived there had more than enough to keep themselves content. One day, two travelers came along. Their coats were tattered, their hats were torn, their dusty shoes had holes in their soles. What do you think the word tattered means? So they talk about how their hats were torn, their dusty shoes had holes in their soles. Do you think tattered means that their coats were really good quality or not so good quality? Hungry and tired, one traveler said to the other, "Surely someone here can spare a bit of food." They knocked boldly on the door. It creaked open with a woman, and she asked, "What do you want?" "Please," said one of the travelers, "we are hungry. Do you care? Will you share? Do you have any food?" The woman squinted her eyes and tartly replied, "No." She quickly slammed the door shut. The travelers walked a little farther down the road and knocked on another door. A young boy answered. His chocolate brown eyes were sweet. "Good day," he said shyly. "What do you want?" "Please," said one of the travelers, "we are hungry. Do you care? Will you share? Do you have any food?" The boy replied, "There is no food here," and he closed the door. Man, so now they went to two houses. Two, and no one will give them any food. The travelers wandered warily through the village, knocking. Someone is calling me. I don't know who that is. Sorry about that. The travelers wandered wearily through the village, knocking on every door, but everywhere they heard, "I don't care, I won't share, there is no food." They sat to rest beside a well. One traveler sighed and clutched his empty belly. He said, "If there's really no food in this elegant little village, then the people who live here are in greater need than we are. We should make them our magical soup." Do they really not have any food, or are they just saying that so they don't have to give them any food? I don't know. The two travelers climbed up on the edge of a well and shouted, "We are master cooks. If anyone in this town has a big black pot, we will make the most delicious soup anyone ever has tasted." They need more than a pot to make soup. They don't have any food to make it with. The door slowly opened. A round man emerged carrying a gigantic black pot. "I love to eat," he said. "Here's a pot. Let me see what two master cooks can do with it." "Watch and see," said one traveler with glee. When someone says something with glee, what does that mean? Does it mean they're saying it with sadness? Are they saying it with happiness? I don't know. What could it be? The travelers filled the pots with cold water and built a fire. Soon the flames licked the sides of the pot, and billows of steam rose into the air. Curious people began to gather. "What is happening?" the townspeople asked. "We are making an unusual soup," said one of the travelers. "It requires a special magical ingredient. I am certain we will find it in this town." Magical ingredient. All of the eyes in the crowd watched as one of the travelers reached down and picked up an ordinary stone. He tossed it into the into the pot with a splash. "We're making stone soup," he said. Excuse me. "It will be nutritious, delicious, incredible, and edible. But it will taste better." He paused and sighed. "If only we had a carrot." "Where could we find a carrot in this town?" the other traveler asked. "We knocked on every door and everywhere we heard, 'I don't care, I won't share, there is no food.'" "Then perhaps we cannot make this delicious soup after all," they both announced with a sad shrug of their shoulders, and began to turn away. A child timely raised her hand and said, "Wait, I might have a small carrot." "Excellent!" shouted the travelers. "Bring what you've got. Put it in the pot. We are making stone soup. The magical soup would taste even better if we had a potato," they added. A deep voice in the back of the crowd called out, "I have a potato." "Wonderful!" shouted the travelers. "Bring what you've got. Put it in the pot. We are making stone soup." "It still would taste better," they said, "if we had a few more ingredients." Hmm. So, remember when everyone was saying they didn't have any food and they weren't going to share? "Perhaps," said one villager, "I could bring a green bean." "Well," said another, "if you're going to bring a green bean, I will bring a kernel of corn." "I shall not be outdone," cried another. "I will bring an egg noodle." One by one the voices announced, "I will bring a slice of celery. I will bring a pinch of pepper. I can bring a sprig of parsley. I might have a tiny turnip." "Well, why are you waiting?" cried the travelers. "Bring what you've got. Put it in the pot. We're making stone soup." Everyone in the town ran home to bring one small thing to put in the pot. Food flew through the air and landed with splashes in the growing soup. And as the huge pot was full and simmering, a wonderful smell drifted in the air. The smell was so tempting. People brought out bowls, spoons, chairs, and tables. They placed hearty loaves of bread, chunks of cheese, and bowls of fruit on the tablecloths. Everyone came to taste the soup and marveled at the flavor. "It's amazing," said one woman. "These two travelers made such a delicious soup out of stone." "Out of stone," said the travelers with a magical grin, "and a magical ingredient, sharing." So that was the fancy ingredient that they were talking about. Oops, let's skip a page. As maybe, nope, these ebooks are kind of weird. As the travelers left the town, they said, "If anyone ever wants to make this soup again, just remember the recipe. Bring what you've got, put it in the pot. Every bit counts from the largest to the least. Together we can celebrate a stone soup feast." There we go. Let's finish our book. This book I got on Epic, the website that I just announced to everybody. So hopefully, can I make me full screen? Where did I go? Um, oh, there. Am I back? Yes. So hopefully you guys will be able to get more and more books read as much as we can. I am assigning books kind of just as I see them, and because I'm experimenting with this website just along with you guys. So the more we can do things and the better we get, hopefully we'll figure it out. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully this was an okay video. I'm just figuring out new ways to do things. So figured out I could make a video on my own. Okay, now I'll figure out how to stop the recording.